Okay, so in terms of your representation, we do have the Page of Wands here. And what this is telling me is for this week, there is going to be a very jovial energy about you, a sense of enthusiasm, excitement. And based on last week's reading, things weren't looking, too great in terms of, the discomfort you were dealing with. So there are actually news in the cards here. There are really positive news coming through for you, and as a result, you are like overjoyed. So the way that you project yourself, which is, this sense of childlike abandonment and this sense of having a new lease on life, feeling very excited about the next phase in your life, it's very contagious and it is going to attract people to you. So I feel like, in terms of the way others perceive you, this is generally very, very positive. Okay, they actually want to be with you. There are going to be invitations associated with like celebrations and things like that too that they want you to partake in. So this is very, very positive. I guess the only negative thing I would say about this is don't overextend yourself and don't be flaky when it comes to obligations. When you've like solidified plans with somebody, make sure you follow through. I don't feel as an Earth sign this is going to be a big problem for you. So overall, the way that you are projecting yourself and the way that I guess your enthusiasm for life is what brings people to you and what will attract other people to you. So very, very positive. Okay, so the next one is the fourth house, which deals with family. I do feel, well, we have the Seven of Coins in the reverse position. So this is a card of assessment, but it's also in the reverse position. So in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, it is the card of assessment, is what I'm getting here. And in general, the traditional meaning is basically, the harvest. However, I don't sense a harvest whenever I look at that card. I do feel that in this situation, there might have been like falling out between family members, not seeing eye to eye on something, but I don't sense it's significant. The more significant aspect would be like almost the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, actually the Seven of Cups walking away, and then the Six of Swords like sailing away from that situation. So in this regard, I don't feel it's overly negative, but I would say, learning to compromise. You've come to a compromise with a family member, and you're actually there's like communication once again. So in terms of your home environment and what brings you comfort and what brings you stability, I do feel in this situation that at this point you're not willing to compromise anymore in your immediate environment. Okay, this is a home situation. So if you have been living in a place where it's like really, really uncomfortable, there are like insects, there are just messy roommates and sloppy, inconsiderate neighbors for some reason, I do feel that you're going to be able to leave that situation very, very soon, okay? So the reassessment, and then it's basically you reassess what it is that you need to change, how much control you have over that situation in order to make yourself comfortable, and you're going to decide what you want to do at the end of it. And in terms of your seventh house, which deals with relationship, we have the Page of Coins in the reverse position. So I do sense a little bit of financial worries affecting your relationships. Okay, so those of you who are in committed, stable relationships, love partnerships, I do feel that there might be a shortage in money or like even differences in values and differences in spending habits. Okay, that might creep into the relationship for this week. At the same time, for those of you who are single and are dating, I do feel that you're somewhat constrained financially. And I know all earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos, you want, and even Cancers, you want to have a very solid financial base before you incorporate another person into your life. So when the financial base is kind of like shaky, you don't really want to burden another person by incorporating them into your life. So there might be a sense of like hesitancy regarding how much finances you have or financial backing you have. So as a result, you don't really want to, it's like dating is expensive. So at this point, there's some hesitation regarding, getting out there and dating. In terms of partnership, like work partnerships, okay, because the seventh house also deals with work partnership. What I'm getting here is that there's an element here of potentially promising somebody that you're going to work with them and then realizing that the financial payout is slow in coming. I don't feel it is getting I don't feel they're reneging on their promises altogether because Earth sign as this sign in your partnership sector. You both are very like-minded, but there might be delay because Earth sign is a very slow-moving sign. And so the partner is not totally reneging on, whatever it was that's owed to you. I do feel there's a stalled energy and there's a little bit of a delay. So in work partnerships, not to worry, okay? And in terms of, for those dating as well, there is going to be potentially an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, and a Virgo in your midst who is showing interest. And, if you want to date, that's fine. But I do feel that this person is not like financially stable. But what I mean is, in general, we don't date for money. I would hope not. But, to each his own. But I do feel this person is on a little bit of a shaky ground. And they really should sort out their finances first before they get involved into with other people. For some reason, they haven't. And for some reason, there's kind of a hesitancy from your end about whether or not to get involved with this person, okay? So, I mean, I do feel that they have a very nice, exuberant, optimistic energy about them. So just give it a chance and, just have a summer fling if that's something that you're into. So it looks favorable. In terms of your 10th house, you have a very, very good card here. This is the King of Cups, and in the 10th house, I do feel that you have a very, very supportive work environment, and at the same time, the cup energy in general deals with emotional fulfillment. So I do feel that a lot of you are currently in a field that is really aligned with your life path, and as a result you feel like you don't dread going to work every day. You feel very emotionally fulfilled. You feel like you're fated for the job, and you feel like this is where you want to be for the rest of your life. So a lot of you might have found your calling. At the same time, with the King of Cups in the upright position, there is potentially a very, very supportive, a very nurturing, a very good mentor who cares about your emotional, mental, and intellectual development. So this person might guide you, in your path, or even help you with advancement opportunities to pursue a career in the current track that you're in. So it looks really favorable. One of the main thing about this King of Cups here, as an energy rather than a person, is that there's a little bit of a frivolous energy about your work environment in that it's very like relaxed pace. It's just there's no sense of urgency in the work environment, so that might be a danger of it. At the same time, you feel like there might be imbalances, okay, because the negative manifestation of this King of Cups is somebody who overindulges. So there's that element there of people not being where they're supposed to be in a work environment, but overall it's a soothing, a very calm energy, and it seems like a very cozy work atmosphere that you don't mind too much, okay? So there's that element of as well for this week. So if I'm looking at this energy only for this week, there are going to be celebrations associated with your work environment. Something is possibly coming to a conclusion, so there's a big celebratory, party. And work is kind of like pushed on the back burner. Possibly you could have, finished up the work, so you're not too concerned about it. So everyone is kind of out there having a good time, and, there are drinks involved possibly in this situation. So everyone is like letting loose and, having a really good time. So this is a really good celebratory week for you. At the same time, there might be good news coming through all the way around all sectors of your life. So I do feel there's forward momentum. In terms of money, it is going to be slow in coming, but it's not going to be significant, so don't worry about it, okay? So Capricorns, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. So don't stress out too much. It looks very promising and it looks very celebratory. So enjoy yourself.